Ali and Frazier, the Hatfields and McCoys, Tupac and Biggie, Godzilla and Kong. History's greatest feuds, but all of them seem like warm-up acts because the longest-running, pettiest, most one-sided grudge match in American life today is your president versus Rosie O'Donnell. 20 years of a feud. And this week, Rosie was on network television with a great platform to fight from. Rosie is guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live while Kimmel takes a little break, and she came out of the gate throwing haymakers. Her monologue, "I've been living in Ireland for the past 2 years because of Mango Mussolini. I read that Project 2025 and said, gotta get myself out of here." She went on to say that she picked Ireland because it's a place where people are driven to drink regardless of who's running their country. And then my favorite part, she looked dead into the camera and said, "Hi, I know you're watching."
And if you thought the president hated Jimmy Kimmel Live when it was hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, buckle up, people, buckle up. Hi, I know you're watching.
Because we all know Donald Trump can't stand to not watch TV. It's kind of one of the only things he does. And speaking of TV, Fox News, the network of rugged individualists who definitely don't care about anything that Hollywood has to say, responded by assigning multiple hosts to cover a comedian's monologue. Sean Hannity had a full meltdown on air saying, "Why is it that all these Hollywood actresses and liberals promise to leave and then they can't stay away? Stay in Ireland, drink all you want, have a great time."
Why is it all these Hollywood actors, actresses, all these liberals, they always promise to leave? And then they usually never leave. And then they leave and she couldn't stay away. Stay in Ireland, drink all you want, have a great time.
Thanks, Sean. Then Tomi Lahren tagged in, and wait, first of all, Tomi Lahren's still a thing? Anyway, Tomi said, quote, "She supposedly left because Trump was elected, and last time I checked, he's still here. So why is she still here?"
Yeah, that's the thing, Sean. She supposedly left because President Trump was elected into the White House again. But last time I checked, he's still there. So why is she here, right? You'd think that she would ride it out until a Democrat was back in the White House. But no, she couldn't stay away. She has to come back.
Tomi, dear, it's because she's a citizen of this country. It's her country. She has a passport, a birth certificate, and unlike some people at your network, she doesn't seem to have any pending questions about foreign influence. Look, if your house catches fire and you have to leave to find safety, you didn't give up the deed to your property. If you move back in and start to rebuild, you are not now somehow a foreign enemy. And man, Rosie was on fire, working the entire catalog. Tuesday night, she thanked, quote, "President Oompa J. Loompa, who's watching us this evening from inside a catering cart." I'm going to use that, President Oompa J. Loompa. And look, the catering cart, she is citing that Air Force One escape. I mean, she's giving me comedy bits now. I love it. And then Wednesday, she went there, straight down the barrel, a special hello to those of you watching from home and the White House. That's all I'm going to say about you tonight, sweetheart. You got to realize it's time to hang up your wig and let Natalie tuck you in. Time to go nighty-night.
A special hello to those of you watching from home and from the White House. But I do have some bad news for President Petty Roosevelt. That's all I'm going to say about you tonight, sweetheart. So you got to realize it's time to hang up your wig and let Natalie tuck you in.
Holy crap. Man. So to you guys, I got to ask, Rosie on fire, she's got the desk for now, and I think that she needs a chance to get her own show. But who else should get a late night chair, specifically to live rent-free in this man's head? Build me your dream lineup in the comments. Host, sidekick, band leader, or tell me where Rosie O'Donnell should land. Maybe taking a Stephen Colbert spot. I don't know. CBS would never. They would never. But look, this is bigger than a feud. Because this comedian was telling jokes, and a billion-dollar news network has scrambled its primetime coverage to return fire against a late-night comedian. But you have to remember that this is really stupid because the whole feud started in 2006 because Rosie said on The View that a game show host wasn't a moral authority. And the game show host never ever let it go. And I can tell you, the last 20 years has shown us Trump is not a moral authority. And he has feuded with Rosie O'Donnell through all of his campaigns, 2 impeachments, and a war. And Rosie still lives rent-free in that smooth brain of his. Look at all the AI slop he has posted all year long on Truth Social. He cannot let go of her. And that's why I'm going to ask that you hit that notification bell, because when the next meltdown post drops, corporate media, they might talk about it. We will cover it and cover it fully.